If you've ever been betrayed, you've been cheated on, someone was unfaithful to you in a romantic relationship, maybe it was your marriage, you probably have asked this one question: should I forgive the person who cheated on me? That's a fair question. You should be asking that question. It is a right question, it's a helpful question. And in this video, I want to help you understand when it's perhaps too soon to forgive and why it may be too soon to forgive. That might be a better approach to this video. I want to talk to you about why it may be too soon to forgive. Now, you're thinking, like, how long should I wait? Should I just keep waiting until I feel better? Should I wait until this storm of infidelity passes? When? Because I don't want to be carrying this. Like, you may be one of those people who's like, yeah, I don't want to be carrying this bitterness and this unforgiveness because I don't want to live like that. And shout out to you. Shout out to you. Yeah, forgiveness is an interesting notion when it comes to how we handle the person who was unfaithful to us, who committed infidelity, who committed adultery, perhaps. So let's talk about forgiveness and when forgiveness could be too soon, or why it could be too soon. Now, first of all, I'm a forgiveness guy. Like, I'm pro forgiveness, I'm for forgiveness. Timing is everything. I believe forgiveness is right. I believe God wants us to forgive. God has forgiven us. He forgave me. He forgives you. There are things I wish I had gotten right in my life, and I just didn't get it right. There are mistakes I've made. There are things that I've done that I've grieved, and I know that grieved God, that hurt other people. And so I needed his forgiveness. And the Bible has something really powerful to say, whether you're a Bible person or not, right? That's not the game. But I hope you can take this in. Forgive others so that your heavenly Father will also forgive you. You can't experience God's forgiveness without being a forgiving person. And so, yeah, forgiveness is real. Like, but we don't want to cheapen it. We don't want to cheapen it. So, why is it that forgiving too soon may not be helpful if somebody has cheated on you? Did you catch that question? Did I go too fast? Let me slow it down just for you. Just for you. Why is forgiving too fast not a good thing when somebody has cheated on you? Because you've been told all your life, just forgive it and move on. In fact, the person who betrayed you has probably said, can you forgive me? Will you please forgive me? And then probably later on, when you were in tears, you were hurting, you were crying, you had questions, you wanted to know why. Well, where did you do it, and how many times, and you know, what were you thinking about? Were you thinking about me? How could you? And were you thinking about them when you were with me? And you're going through all of those painful emotions and questions, and they say, but I thought you said you forgive me. I thought you said you forgive me. I thought we were going to move forward. You said I forgive you. And so I thought we were moving forward. How come we keep going back through this? Have you been there before? Oh, I know you have. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I really feel your pain. I spend a lot of time helping couples work through infidelity, the pain of betrayal, the disorientating grief that comes with having been cheated on. And so, why could it be too soon to forgive? Here's one reason. Forgiveness is good, but forgiveness doesn't stop the pain. Forgiveness is good. Forgiveness is right, but it doesn't stop the pain necessarily. And you have to make that distinction. Like, just because you forgave the person who was unfaithful to you doesn't mean that the pain is going to go away. And so you can feel confused, like, I thought I forgave. I thought we were moving forward. I thought it was over. My spouse said they were never going to do that again. It was a one-time mistake, or maybe it was somebody who said I did it for 5 times, but I'm never going to do it again. And you forgave them, and you still feel terrible. You can't get the memories out of your mind. Maybe you caught them in something. Maybe you saw something. Maybe you discovered something, and maybe they said something to you. Whatever it was, it's hard to get it out of your mind because betrayal cuts like a knife to the core, and it traumatizes the person who has been betrayed. And so, yeah, you can forgive, but don't confuse forgiveness with feeling better. Forgiveness doesn't make you feel better. And so I want to encourage you, I want to challenge you maybe, like maybe you need to express the forgiveness to yourself first. Like, you know what? Maybe it's between you and God. God, I'm going to forgive the person who cheated on me. I forgive them. But maybe you want to slow down, like when you go and tell them you've forgiven them. It's okay to do that, right? Because you need to work on your pain. You need to start sorting some things out. Now, if you want to go sooner than later and announce your forgiveness, that's on you. You got all the freedom you need. But just know you got to make a distinction between the forgiveness and the feelings that you're going to continue to wrestle with. Why else could it be too soon, perhaps, to deliver forgiveness to your betrayer? Well, because forgiveness won't change your relationship. It's not going to change how you feel, and it's not going to transform your relationship. So you can forgive someone, and they may have the expectation that, oh, cool, we're good, we're moving on, this is over. All right, we don't have to visit this anymore. We don't have to talk about this no more. This ain't, it's a done deal. All right, my spouse, my partner forgave me, so cool, we're moving on. And what changed in the relationship? Has there been any acknowledgement to what the impact of that cheating has been on the relationship? You can't trust them anymore. You're like, where are they going? Who are they with? How long you gonna be there? You want to see the phone. You want to see the apps. You want to see what's up, and you feel some discomfort, like because the relationship is not the same. You don't feel the same way. You don't know if you can trust anymore. You don't fully know who you're with. You don't know why you're even staying, why you're still there. If you can just be honest that the relationship has changed, because infidelity, betrayal changes the relationship. I'm doing the best I can to help you. I hope you're resonating with this. If I'm speaking to you, would you just drop something in the comments and let me know that yep, you're talking right to me. I tried to push through, I tried to move on, I tried to dust myself off and keep moving, and I love the person that I'm with, but it just doesn't feel the same anymore. Something has changed. I try to just keep going to work, coming home, connecting. It's not the same. The hug ain't the same. The kiss ain't the same. The loving ain't the same. Nothing is the same after infidelity happens. But that's not the end of the story. You can recover. You can absolutely recover. If you want to stay in the relationship, if you want to keep the marriage, I want to encourage you, right? Do some work. And I got a great resource for you. I want to introduce you to Rebuilding Us. It is the couple's guide for recovering from infidelity. And I created this guide, this book resource, because I got tired of watching couples spin around in circles trying to figure out what do we do? How do we transform a relationship that's gone bad? How do we build some safety nets around our relationship? What does recovery actually take? And what does it look like? How do we know when we're there? Rebuilding Us is that resource. And you can pre order it right today because it should be out. It will be out in the next 30 to 60 days from here. And so we'd like to get that resource to you. We'd like you to get one of the first signed copies if you pre order it right here. Just grab the link on this YouTube channel on this video. All right, so the relationship changes. Well, why else should you maybe hold your forgiveness? Because forgiveness is only, now notice I didn't say withhold forgiveness. I said hold the forgiveness, hold the announcement. If the person who cheated on you, by the way, says, "Are you going to forgive me?" You should just say, "I need to give that some thought." Yeah. I need to give that some thought. I need to think about that. I need to process this. I need to process what has happened to us in this relationship. I need to process it. So here's the third piece, the final piece to this teaching, and it is forgiveness is only powerful when forgiveness is combined with restitution. That's a big word. That's a big word. We don't talk about it anymore, right? We don't talk about making restitution anymore. It simply means restoring the person who was harmed, making them whole, making them right. So it's like every coin's got two sides. Every if there is a front, there's a back. If there's a top, there's a bottom. If there's a left, there's a right. And oftentimes we try to move through the relationship when there's been infidelity without considering both the left and the right, the top and the bottom, the front and the back. There are two sides. Most people want there to be one side, and that's one side usually is, will you forgive me, or I forgive you. And I'm trying to talk you into a more balanced, helpful, and healthy approach so that you can actually recover. Because if you forgive someone, or should I say, if you announce your forgiveness to them, and there's been no discussion, no understanding, no commitment to your restoration, it's going to be difficult to recover. And so when they say, will you forgive me? What I would say is, well, what do you mean, will I forgive you? What will our relationship look like if I forgive you, or when I forgive you, perhaps? What is it going to look like? What's going to be your part to make me whole? How are you going to restore me? Don't you see? I'm broken. I'm jacked. I'm not the same. I can't eat my food like I used to. I don't enjoy seeing you when you come in the room. I get triggered when certain things come on TV. I can't even watch movies the same way now because you have been unfaithful to me. And you want to know if I will forgive you. What I want to know is, are you going to do everything necessary to restore me and to see that our relationship is transformed? What kind of work do you want to do? See, forgiveness is like heads on the coin. Restoration is tails. I might even say it the other way. Let's have a conversation about restoration first. Let's make that heads. And then we'll talk about forgiveness as the tails side of the coin. Because I can't get better just by forgiving you. Our relationship can't be transformed just by forgiving you. I'm not going to feel better just because I forgave you. I will feel better. I will get better. Our relationship can be transformed if, in fact, you want to do some real work. And so I want to commend to you the Rebuilding Us book, but maybe you need some coaching. I've been coaching couples in this area for years, many years, helping couples recover. And I would love to see you recover. Maybe you want to participate in one of our groups with other couples who've been through it. Maybe you want a private setup where you can have someone coach you privately. And so if that works out, I'd be honored and delighted to serve you. I want to see you be your best. I want to see you as a couple be your best and really reach your potential. Maybe you have a family at stake. I don't want to see you throw away your family and throw away your resources and everything that you've built and give it away in divorce court. You can recover, but there must be restitution, or restoration is an easier word, I think, and forgiveness. Restoration is where the real challenging work begins. Hey, I'm Rod Harrison. It's been great to be with you in this video. I hope you will forgive, but I hope you will forgive in a very strategic and timely way so that you can get the restoration you need and so that you can feel better on the journey. And by the way, if they're not willing to do the work of restoring you, getting to the root of things, yeah, forgive them. And may God give you the grace to move forward with your life. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share this with your friends if it's helpful. And if there are things that you want me to talk about as it relates to relationships and marriage, that's my honor. Let me serve you. So drop some questions in the comments and let me know some things you want to talk about. And I'll try my best to make some videos along those lines. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace. I'm out.